Hello gamers and game nuts, what is going on? My name is Keith Sworn and some of you may know me as Tanek127 Gaming, and welcome back to another video. And guys, in today's video I want to give you all a beginner's guide for Wild Hearts, aka Wild Hearts S. And we're going to move because a kimono came out here. And I don't want to be mid-combat while we're making this guide. But anyway, if you want more Wild Hearts content, you know what to do. Make sure you're liking today's video. And if you're new here, consider subscribing, ringing that bell, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys are thinking about today's content. And also consider becoming a channel member. But anyway, let's go ahead and get on into today's guide. So what is Wild Hearts S at its core? What is the point of this game? And what are you supposed to be doing? Long story short, Wild Hearts S is Monster Hunter. It is Koei Tecmo's take on a Monster Hunter style game, and it's a ton of fun. It's not really too complicated at all. The overall consensus of the game is very similar to what you've done in previous Monster Hunter titles, or if you've ever played a Monster Hunter style game. You go, you hunt monsters, you collect materials, you make gear, and you go and fight harder monsters to make even more rare materials, to make even better gear, and so on and so on and so on, so you can progress through the game. However, Wild Hearts does have a few extra mechanics, just like Monster Hunter does, that make things a bit different. So, the monsters in here in Wild Hearts, they are known as the kimono, and you'll see them just like you do in a typical Monster Hunter game. You'll see them, in certain spots on your map, and different things like that. By the way, your map is going to be one of your main center sources for information. This is going to tell you where your camps are, where your where any Karakuri stuff you've built, like my towers here. I actually use these for helping to find monsters. I'll explain those to you guys here in a little bit. And basically, your whole central hub for information around the city. Now, we're pretty early in the game right now, and I'm choosing this point, but don't worry, I am experienced from the PlayStation 5 version. I have a much higher character, but I figured, since the Switch version was here, we would make a guide to help out a lot of you guys. So your camps are always going to be like your central hub for this game until you get to the main city. But there's always going to be a lot of stuff you can do at your camps. You can craft weapons and stuff like that. The only difference is when you're here at your camps, you have to build all of these sections manually using your Karakuri powers. And I hope I said that right. If I didn't, please forgive me. But like I said, you can build your campfire here, you can build your tents, you can build your Tsukumo lanterns, your drying rock, anything you need you can build. And to get more materials to use your Karakuri stuff, you just simply walk around the world and farm materials. You don't have to fight monsters or anything to get more materials to do that. You simply just go and break things up like stone and different things, and it'll give you more stuff needed to use your power. Now, another special thing about your Karakuri as well, it can also be used to help you locate the location of monsters. You guys see that that little string teleporting out of me whenever I hold the left trigger? Yeah, that's telling me a monster's location. So anytime you're fighting a monster and it runs away, you can use that to locate the monster, and you can also use that to help you find out where the monster is by default. Like it's trying to point me to that rat thing we were just running from a few minutes ago. That's where it's trying to guide me to. So like I said, the main focus here of this game is you want to kill monsters, farm, make better materials, for yourself, make better weapons, better gear, and all that kind of stuff. Now, when you first start the game, you're only going to have access to about a few different classes. To be exactly 5 classes, but there's a total of 8 here in the game. When you first start, you're going to have the Karakuri Katana, the Nodachi, the bow, the Mao, and the bladed Wasaga. All you have to do to unlock the other 3 weapons is just keep progressing through the story. There's nothing crazy you have to do. There's no type of currency you gotta farm. It's not like an MMO. You don't have to do anything insane to unlock the other 3 weapons. Just simply keep progressing through the story. And same thing, with the different armor types. As you get introduced to more monsters, you're going to see more armor types that match those, the material of those monsters. You're going to see more weapons and all that fun stuff. Just like in your typical Monster Hunter, in your Monster Hunter style game. But the biggest difference here in Wild Hearts is, like I said, the whole Karakuri powers and the system. This is basically like, I don't want to say like Fortnite's building, because it's not really, that complex or crazy, but it's just different things, that can give you assistance out in the world and help you out. Like, for example, you can take it and build like little like steps to help you reach up high, or a little bounce pad, so you can jump and get to somewhere or get a boost. And you can even use these things in combat, to like build yourself some high ground over a monster, so that way you can jump and get a nice early headshot on them, or anything like that. It's real simple things, to help you navigate the world, get around the game and stuff like that. Nice little creative twist, but it's not anything, too complex or anything crazily that needs explaining. If you look down there at the bottom center of the screen, that is your currency for using the Karakuri powers. And like I said, anytime you're running low, just run around the world, bash up some stones, and you'll collect more currency to use it more frequently. You actually have these little plants running around as well. These are your healing waters. These are basically your potions in the game. Similar to how Monster Hunter, how they have the different types of potions. You collect healing water. These will refill your potions. Another thing you can also do at your camp, or like I said, once you get to the main city hub, whatever you prefer to use, your camps are probably going to be a lot more convenient once you get farther into the game. Like, yes, everything that you can do will be at the main city hub, but your camps, they can be anywhere out in the world, closer to the monsters and stuff like that. And this is also where you go to initiate multiplayer. Multiplayer is nowhere near as complicated as it is in Monster Hunter, and not to say it's overly complicated or anything like that, but you simply go to play online, you create a room session, you put a password on it, and your friends go and find it. It's really that simple. Or you can search sessions, and you can make a public one that anyone can join. You can make a private one that only your friends can join. Whatever works the best for you. You also have your dragon pits here. What these do is these give you the option. These are another important thing, but these are important because they let you do more in certain areas, like building camps and letting you build more advantages to help you, get set up for the monster fights. So, for example, anytime you see one of these little dragon pits, make sure you activate it, set a camp up, and be sure to look out for the materials it needs to upgrade it. Because the more you upgrade it, the more you can do in that specific area, the more you can build in that area, the more different advantages you can have that will help you when it comes to the monster fights, preparing for them, and all that fun stuff. But anyway, guys, this is just a basic beginner's guide for Wild Hearts S. If you guys want me to do a more advanced one, let me know down in the comments below. Y'all enjoyed today's video? Smash that like. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good one.